Swastiastu. My name is Iputu Janata Pariba Putra. I'm from Udayana University. I'm an um, engineering, mechanical engineering, and my student teach me is a professor, doctor, student. The teacher teach me now is a professor, doctor Purda Tita Nitya, STMT, and today I'm gonna have give you a presentation about the tool steel and the high speed steel. The next, the main difference I use it is always and every video I use it is metallurgy for the non-metallurgy second edition. The next, and now we're gonna talk about the content of our chapter 11. Chapter 11 have a 7 chapter. First, a brief history, modern alloy, rock tool steel, effect of alloying, and carbonate on wear resistant, heat treating, high speed, and tool steel, powder metallurgy, tool steel, and cutting tools, tool cuttings. The next. First is 11.1, a briefer history. The modern story of the tool steel began with Benjamin Huntsman, a clockmaker from Sheffield, England, who is credited with developing the cable melting process in 1742. This process made it possible to produce cast steel with carbon level that fell between those of cast iron and wrought iron. Their cast steel could be handled through heat, and in the early 80s, they were the best tool available for cutting and mechanicking other metals. In 1868, Robert Mozart, who worked as an iron master in the forest of Dean in Gloucestershire, England, discovered that the addition of tungsten to a mill carbon steel made a soul in the alloy that developed a remarkable and unique set of qualities. Near the end of the 19th century, Frederick Will Tyler, who worked at Midfield Steel in Philadelphia, began a series of experiments that actually led him to develop a greatly improved understanding of metal cutting process. Taylor and White's experiments were conducted with the little Ranger for the conventional window, as the astonished various experimental alloy at much higher temperatures that were typically considered prudent in the industry at that time. The next, the ability to produce usable tool by working and forming metal into the required shape and geometry is an age-old problem. Table 11.1 present a chronological listing of the technological advancement in the history of steel, emphasizing that important dates of period for tool steel and high speed steel development in particular. This is a table of 11.1 important date in the development of the high steel and tool steel. This is, you can see this after the historical. Gonna next then. Point 11.2 modern alloys. Many complex, highly alloyed tool steel and high-speed steel were developed in the early 20th century. Following the success of Taylor and White, there is still contained among many other elements. Definitely large amount of tungsten, molybdenum, vanadium, magnesium, and chromium. There's new great enable the increasingly several service demands of industry to be met and provide greater dimensional control and freedom from cracking during heat treatment that was otherwise possible at the time of their development. Point 11.2.1 Tool steel properties. Modern tools still are the characteristic by the exponential combination of attainable hardness, red hardness, toughness, and wear resistance. While each of their properties may be considered considered separately, it is the ability to selectively tailor and combine them that allows their grade of steel to excel in a wide variety of application. The next. First is attainable hardness is capability to reach a specific level of hardness through heat treatment. Red hardness, also varied to as hot hardness, is the capability to render hardness at a regulated temperature. The ability of the high-speed steel to cut the machine other steel depending critical on their ability to maintain their matte hardness so that they do not plastically deform under the several working conditions to which they are exposed in the surface. Toughness is the ability to resist breakage, chipping, and cracking under impact loading. Toughness may be viewed as the opposite of breathlessness. Tool steel and high-speed steel are designed to achieve separate level of toughness for their intense application. Wear resistance is the ability to resist the effect of abrasion and erosion, normally countered by contact and interaction with outside the source. There's outside the source may be the work material, give and scale order, tooling, and so forth. The ability to select the proper combination, therefore characteristic for the specified application, make their steel alloys ideal for the wide variety of use. Many modern tool steel alloys are used for mechanically component and surface application, in which particularly stronger equipment must be made. Next. 11.2.2 grade classification. There is present more than 40 classification of high-speed and tool steel alloys according to the American Iron and Steel Institute AESA. When there is are combined by the number of domestic manufacturers, the total number of individual steel is the category access 150. According to the AESA classification system, each group of steel possessing similar chemical composition and properties is identified by the capability letter. Within each group, individuality tool steel and high-speed steel types are assigned specific code numbers, e.g. M11, M1, M2, M7, M42, T1, T15, but this number has no significance other than to discuss one grade of metal from other the same group. M1 is not interpreted to be more highly alloyed than M2, or more hardened, or more wear resistant, and so forth based on this number design. Tools still are produced according to wide variety of standard and several ASTM specifications are often even for this purpose. The steel produced manual for tool steel, which is published by the Iron and Steel Society (ENC), where it is dependent and provided the ASTM. Standard specification for the steel and higher speed steel may be used as basic of pronouncement. The next 11.23 11.22.3 Effective of alloy element. The T-series alloy consists 12 to 20% weight, with chromium, vanadium, and cobalt as the other major alloy elements. The M-series contains approximately 3.5 to 10.5% more vanadium, with chromium, vanadium, tungsten, and cobalt as the other main alloy elements. All types, whether molybdenum or tungsten, contain approximately 4% Gr, whilst the carbon and vanadium contents among different grades vary considerably. Various elements are added to the M and T types steel to import contents property. Each for the element and their effect are discussed in the following paragraph. First is carbon. The carbon content is any single high-speed or tool steel is usually fixed within a narrow limit, but various within their limit can cause important change in the result, mechanical property, and cutting capability. Second, silicon. Up to level of the experimentability 1.00%, there is influence of the silicon on high speed and tool steel is relatively minor. Increasing the silicon content from 0.15 to 0.45% provides a slight increase in the maximum attainable temperature hardness and has some influence of carbide methodology, although there generally seem to be a constantly slinging theirs in toughness. Next, third, provenance has no known but beneficial effect on any of the primary properties of high speed and tool steel, and is normally present as some element in the scrap that is used to produce their steel. Fourth, chromium is always present in a high steel in the amount ranging from 3 to 5%. It is mainly possible for the proving at hardenability of their grade. 5. Tuntains in high speed and tool steel is a vital importance. It is found in the all T-type steel and in all but two of the M-type steel, M10 and M15. There is expansion. The complex carbonate in iron, tungsten, and carbon that is found in the high speed and tool steel is extremely hot and combines significantly to the resulting wear resistance. 6. Molybdenum serves as the main alloying metal element in the M-type gradient of the high-speed steel from the same double carbide with iron and carbon as tungsten, but is roughly half of the atomic weight of tungsten. 7. Vanadium was the first added to high-speed and tool steel as reference to remove slag impurities and to reduce nitrogen level in the melting operation. The T15, M4, and M48 grade fall within this category. Their experimented vanadium contents are 4.87%, 5.00%, and 3% respectively. Next, cobalt. The main effect of the cobalt is high speed at the tool speed is to increase the red hotness. like in the picture 11.1 and 11.2, which is increasing the cutting effectively when the high to temperature are encroaching in the surface. Cobalt generally elevated in the sodium temperature, and is a suppressed concentrations, it may raise the heat treating temperature that is required as a result. This is the picture of 11.1 and 11.2. The next NaN support in the normal concentration of the 0.03% or less has no significant effect on the property of tool steel. However, sulfur is added to the content has speed and tool steel graded to combine free machining qualities as does in low alloy steel. Tense sulfur from complex sulfide stringent type inclusion containing chrome, vanadium, and especially manganese. Their useful side strings are normally distributed more or less uniformly throughout the steel and act as minor structure not reserved for machining purpose. 11. Nitrogen is generally present in the air method grade in amount varying from the exponentially 0.02 to 0.03%. The nitrogen content in some tools still is deliberately increased up to approximately 0.04 to 0.07%. This is additional when combined with higher than usual amount of silicon, result in this slight increase in the maximum sustainable temperature harness and produce some measurable change in the cabinet morphology. The next 11.3 Sword Tall Steel Rock Hot Work. To steel, many furnishing operations involving punching, shearing, and forming of the metal at high temperature. Hot work steel group He have been developed with withstand and the combination of heat, pressure, and absorbent social activation with such operation. Group H tool steel, usually the medium carbon content 0.35 to 0.5%. The chromium, tungsten, molybdenum, and vanadium content range from 6 to 25%. There is still dependent into their subgroup chromium hot work. Still type H10 to H90. Tungsten hot works type steel type H21 to H28 and molybdenum hot work steel type H42 and H43 combination limit with hot work steel and listed in the table 11.2. Other non-machining work tools still graded in the condition to hot and cold work steel described shock resistant steel, low alloy special purpose steel, mold steel, and weather hardening steel are also used for the non-machining application. Table 11.2 lists composition limit for the doors steel as well. Shock resistant steel is particularly alloying element in shock resistant steel. Also called Group S steel are magnesium, silicon, chromium, tungsten, and molybdenum. Its various combination. The next, this is a table 11.2 combination limit of critical grade with high speed steel and the tool steel alloy used in the industrial application. As you can see. And then next, this is the continue of the table 11.2. You can split it and study it if you want it and pause the video. The next 11.4 effect and alloy Effect of alloying and carbonates on wear resistance. The wear resistance of high-speed tool steel and the tool steel is strongly dependent on the amount, type, size, shape, and distribution of the alloy components that are present in the microstructure. The function that their component surface can be understood through the use of a method analogy. Consider of replication and affection of the combination rod, the alloy components that appear in the two steel microstructure, like the picture 11.3. This picture 11.3, where surface that is compatible to the fraction of the wear-resistant combination in the rod they provide is very hard contact surface area that is extremely resistant to abrasion and wear. And the next, many different types of the components can be formed depending on the chemical composition of the alloy. Magnesium and iron have very similar atomic weight, and both there is of their combinates are typically found in the combination, but the more complex combinates are also represented using of the terminology. The M3G combinate can be thought of as having of chemical formula of Fe plus X 3G, where X refers to different combination of magnets as well as the four major alloying elements Cr, V, V, and MO. At table 11.4 list. This is the table 11.4 collection of alloy combination found in the high steel and tool steel. List their various types are components found in the tool steel and high-speed steel. There is critical legend type and some in the characteristics that each of their component possesses. The next, the wear resistance of tool steel generally increase with the inflection component volume percent and component hardness. Picture 11.4. This is picture 11.4. Is a graphical composition of the hardness of various alloy components relatively to hardness of monazite and cementite. For the ultimate is where resistance carbon content can be increased simultaneously with vanadium contents to form of greater volume percent of extremely hard vanadium combiners. Steel T50, M3, Class 2, M4, and M48 belong in this category, and all have extremely high wear resistance. The next, 11.5, heat treating high speed and tool steel. High speed and tool steel standard for the heat treating are normally prepared in the relatively short condition, with minimum hardness and maximum ductility, known as side analyte condition, like picture 11.5. Picture 11.5. Next, the annoying practice used in the achieve the condition produce a relatively uniform distribution in the alloy combined with the microstructure. Consider picture 11.6, which present data showing the fraction of several alloying elements that have dissolved from the carbonate into the austenite as the ionizing temperature is increasing in M4 high-speed steel. This still contains the three carbonate in the anode condition M23, C6, M6G, and MC. There is figures show that a permanent quorum carbonate M23 3C6 dissolve at relatively low temperature, while the M2C and MC component, which is containing mainly MO, V, and V, will not dissolve until temperatures are high. This is picture 11.6. Next. The secondary hardening response that allow many high-speed steel to possess good red hardness is due to the replication of fine alloy components on tempering. Victor 11.7. Victor 11.7. However, the precipitation process required that alloying elements have been dissolved back into the austenite during the austenitization step. Next. This relationship between alloy content and commodity austenitization temperature is illustrated in the table 11.6. Table 11.6, which is least recommended heat treating process prescribed for variety of high speed and tool steel. Next. 11.6 powder metallurgy tool steel as a result pronounced ingot third generation conventional tool steel and high speed steel can be contained as somewhat coarse, non-uniform microstructure accompanied by relative low transparency toughness properties. The cabinet surgeon observed the longitudinal surface of another M2 high-speed steel bar. Like a Victor 11.8, this picture 11.8 is illustrated. The degree of surgeon is normally present their bar and how it becomes more pronounced as the diameter of the bar increases. Next. Most tool steel are produced using traditional ingot casting techniques. An alternative process that use of manufacture where some produced at the rapid solidification of gas atomicide powder that are consolidated to full density by hot austenitic pressing (HIP). A discriminating feature of PM steel is the uniform distribution of the small size of primary carbonate. For example, in the figure 11.9, the microstructure of PM high-speed steel and the workman's high-speed steel are showing of the compression purpose. The next, this is a figure 11.9. The alloy flexing of the PM process alloy are produced of new tool steel and cannot be made by conventional ingot process because of certain relatively hot workability problem. Example are the highly alloyed super high speed steel such as GPM Rex 20, GPM Rex 78, and ISP 16, and the highly wear-resistant cold work tool steel such as GPM 9V and GPM 10V showing in table 11.8. Table 11.8. Next. 11.7 cutting tool countings. In the surface cutting and the mechanicking application used in the industry, it is not uncommon to surface treat high-speed steel and to steel with special coating to reduce friction content, reduce thermal conductivity, and improve wear resistance. Their sharp wear-resistant surface coatings are often used as a means improving tool life. Important consideration when a selection of surface treatment of substrate material, coating process temperature, coating thickness, coating hardness, and the material to be mechanical. There are many surface treatments and treatment process the that are available. For example, it has estimated that up to 60 to 70% of all common tools are now content. The surface hardness produced are by number of different type counting showing in the picture 11.10. Figure 11.10. The material to be mechanical is important consideration when selection are counting. Next, the primary method of applying coating to cutting tool are chemical vapor deposition (CVD) and specifically vapor deposition (PVD). Chemical vapor deposition developed in the late 1980 to early 1970 was the first method using in the coating combined coating tool. In the CVD process, the tools are heated in the cell reactor approximately 1000 derajat Celsius or 1830 derajat Fahrenheit, where the gas, hydrogen, and volatile compounds supply the coating material components. Physical vapor deposition, the other major process used to produce coating tool components. Invented in the 1980s as a variable process of applying hardness coating to both combined tool at a high speed. Still, basic vapor dispersion coating at the pressure in the vacuum using various processes such as preparation and processing. A wide variety of the hard coating material is currently used in the mechanical application. The most common TAN is used in many high-speed steel and car connects tools. Titanium narrow coating have high hardness and low concentration. If of a fraction of that reduce wear, erosion, and abrasion, titanium carbon treatment coating, which is harder than TAN, prevent improved wear resistance that when coating carbon and alloy steel and the cast iron. Multilayer coating have also become commonplace. Some of them appropriately of their surface. The basic theory underlying the use of a multiple coating layer is that each layer has its own function. One layer may have high hardness, another mechanical wear resistance, and other oxidation resistance. And that's all I have presentation, and thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye and good luck.